Now, as the battle for Tamil Nadu is intensifying, remember that voting in Tamil Nadu is phase 1 on April 19th. And we at India Today, as part of our data intelligence unit, we've decoded for you what really BJP's mission Tamil Nadu looks like. They've been aggressively campaigning, but perhaps what it largely hinges upon is alliances. And here's why I say that. Now, if you look at the current numbers, and this is based on also the 2019 figures, where you had the DMK plus the allies, DMK plus Congress and all the other allies winning 38 seats out of 39, the AIA-DMK got 1. If you look at it with regards to vote share, about 21% was with AIA-DMK, 10% with NDA. Now, what will it take for a BJP and NDA to make inroads in Tamil Nadu? They're largely focused on western and south Tamil Nadu. What that means is that they're trying to kind of eat into the AIA-DMK vote bank, into their vote share. If that actually happens, how much of a vote transfer do they need for it to translate into seats? So let's break that down for you. Now, if there is a one-third, let's go back to the previous graphic, please, and I'll explain those numbers first before we come to this, which is if there's a one-third dent. Now, remember I said 21% vote share for the AIA-DMK, so that's 7%. Even if there's a 7% vote that goes to the NDA from the AIA-DMK, it makes no difference. At half dent, which is about 10% of the vote share, plus 10% that the NDA had, so 20% vote share still doesn't translate to seats. Even if a two-third vote share transfers from the AIA-DMK to the NDA in this election, it still won't make a difference. Let me again highlight for you, 21% AIA-DMK was their vote share in 2019, 10% was NDA. So keeping that as the benchmark, one-third, half, two-third of a dent in the AIA-DMK vote share, and that being transferred to the NDA, still means zero for the BJP. Let's get up our next plate and show you what it takes for the NDA actually to get seats. And it's not the BJP, it's the NDA, because largely when you talk of AIA-DMK, it's the OPS factor and the TTV factor that will work the most, that will matter the most for the BJP. Now here we've said that, look, if the AIA-DMK vote share doesn't cut it for the NDA and they're not getting numbers, what does it take? It takes transfer of votes from the India bloc, from the DMK Congress combined as well. So even if that happens, so let's say a one-third dent, which like I said was about 7% of 21% of the AIA-DMK vote share going to the NDA, plus the 10% vote share of the India bloc coming to the NDA, that will mean one seat for NDA. In the case of half of the AIA-DMK vote share being transferred, plus 10% of the India bloc coming to the NDA, it will mean 3 seats. Now, ideal scenario for the NDA would be this right here, but it's a very tall ask, which is a two-third dent of the AIA-DMK vote share out of 21%. That's a huge percentage that the NDA and the BJP will have to kind of get out, and then 10% of the DMK Congress vote share as well. All of that gets transferred, it will translate to a whopping 7 seats. They'll be very, very happy with that number. But even 3 seats, even 1 seat, you can see what it's actually going to take for the BJP and for the NDA, with the OPS TTV also in their camp, what it'll actually take for them to get some seats, to translate vote share into seat share. It's going to be a tall, tall ask. And these are the numbers that show you why it's going to be a difficult task ahead for the BJP. Not impossible, but most definitely at the cost of the AIA-DMK, most definitely also has to be at the cost of the DMK Congress. They can't just get away with eating into the AIA-DMK vote share. They need to make a dent on the DMK Congress combined, on the India bloc as well. I want to bring in Pramod Madhav also live on this broadcast. Pramod, you know, if you look at this particular data, it's very, very clear that for the BJP to actually manage to make any sort of inroads, and I can see you're at a BJP rally, they are also largely dependent on their allies. OPS, TTV, Dinakaran will play a huge role in actually eating into an AIA-DMK vote share in West Tamil Nadu and South Tamil Nadu.
Well, Akshita, that seems to be the scenario in 2019, and earlier 2014 was entirely different, because in 2014, BJP had 1 MP, and that was Pon Radhakrishnan, and in 2019 it was NDA's like O.P. Ravindran. In fact, I also have Vinod P. Selvam, who is one of the candidates for Central Chennai over here. So let me just put that question to him. Vinod, this time you're one of the strongest allies. ADMK is not going to be with you. Will that cause any kind of issue with your vote percentage?
Yes, it would increase our vote percentage, in fact, because in 2021, we had to carry the baggage of the anti-incumbency of ADMK along with us, and we were only able to contest in 20 seats. So our vote percentage was much lower. This time, the lotus symbol is contesting in over 23 seats. and the reception the people are giving. The Modi guarantee is working wonders amongst the people. People are desperate for governance. In the last 3 years of 33 months of DMK, there has been zero governance. So people are really looking forward for a good model of governance. They don't want to be fooled by false promises anymore. The fake Dravidian model.
Historically, AIDMK not being with you has not gone well for BJP in the present time. And even EPS is actually targeting BJP, claiming that AIDMK was the one that gave a recognition to BJP in the state of Tamil Nadu. Will you agree with that?
History is always rewritten. This is the year history will be rewritten in Tamil Nadu. It is going to be the new beginning of a fresh politics the people of Tamil Nadu have never seen. We're going to promise them the development which has not happened in the last 50 years. Tamil Nadu over 50 years has become stagnant. The poor have been poor. They have not been uplifted because the Dravidian model basically is to ensure that the people stay innocent, the people remain in poverty, so they can buy their votes for elections and win by good margins. But this time people are clear.
So what is the vote percentage you are expecting for this election?
We are expecting victory, not just vote percentage. We are expecting victory. We are expecting several seats for the NDA this time. June 4th will mark the beginning of a new era in Tamil Nadu politics.
And that was Vinod Akshita who is trying to say that like this time we're going to make victory. But even though AIDMK not being with them, there is another factor called as PMK that also plays a very important role in providing a kind of like vote percentage. And it looks like BJP is definitely betting on it, Akshita.
All right, Pramod, thanks very much for getting us that ground report from Chennai Central, where he's in conversation with Vinod P. Selvam, the BJP candidate. Let's cut across to breaking news coming in. Now, you've got Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan lashing out at Rahul Gandhi, not holding back his words. He slammed Rahul for choosing once again to contest from Kerala, to contest from Wayanad. Remember that the left has fielded Annie Raja in Wayanad, saying we're not going to hold back just because Rahul Gandhi is fighting from here. The Kerala Chief Minister is questioning who is Rahul Gandhi actually fighting in Kerala. He's fighting against his own ally, against an India bloc ally. And Pinarayi Vijayan also asking why Rahul Gandhi is shying away from directly fighting the BJP. Let's play out for you some of the statements from Pinarayi Vijayan.
Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi and Baikan role Namakallar Korea. Rahul Gandhi. ഇവിടെ വന്ന് ആരെയാ നേരിടുന്നത്? കേരളത്തിൽ വന്ന് സുരേന്ദ്രനെ നേരിടുകയാണെന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റുമോ? അല്ല, BJPയെ നേരിടാനാണ് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വന്നതെന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റും. ഇവിടെ LDF ആണല്ലോ പ്രധാന ശക്തി. LDFനെ നേരിടാനാണല്ലോ വരുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ ഇന്ത്യ എന്ന ഒരു സംവിധാനം രാജ്യത്ത് BJPക്ക് തടസ്സം നിൽക്കാൻ, BJP അധികാരത്തിൽ വരാൻ പാടില്ല എന്ന ദൃഢനിശ്ചയത്തോടെ ജനങ്ങൾ രൂപം നൽകിയിരിക്കുന്നു. ആ ഇന്ത്യയുടെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ഒരു നേതാവ് ആ ഇന്ത്യയുടെ ഭാഗമായുള്ള ഇവിടുത്തെ LDFനെതിരെ മത്സരിക്കാൻ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വരുന്നതിന്റെ അർത്ഥം എന്താണ്? അതല്ലേ ആദ്യം ആലോചിക്കേണ്ടത്. രാഹുൽ ഗാന്ധി ഇവിടെ വന്ന് നേരിടുന്നത് ആനി രാജയാണ്. ആനി രാജ ദേശീയ തലത്തിൽ തന്നെ എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയപ്പെടുന്ന ഒരു ഇടതുപക്ഷ നേതാവാണല്ലോ. അവരല്ലേ മണിപ്പൂരിന്റെ കാര്യത്തിൽ രാജ്യദ്രോഹിയായി ചിത്രീകരിക്കപ്പെട്ടിരുന്നത്? എന്തിനായിരുന്നു അത്? BJP ഗവൺമെന്റിന്റെ തെറ്റായ നടപടികൾക്കെതിരെ ശക്തമായ നിലപാടെടുത്തുകൊണ്ടല്ലേ. അവരുടെ നേതൃത്വത്തിലുള്ള ഫാക്ട് ഫൈൻഡിംഗ് സംവിധാനമല്ലേ അവിടെ എത്ര ക്രിസ്ത്യാനികൾ അതിക്രൂരമായി വേട്ടയാടപ്പെട്ടു എന്ന അവസ്ഥ പുറത്തു കൊണ്ടുവന്നു. എന്താണ് രാഹുൽ ഗാന്ധിക്ക് അന്നേരമുള്ള റോൾ അവിടെ?
All right, so the clear political face-off between left and Congress, allies outside of Kerala, enemies in Kerala, continues. Let's get you now a ground report from Andhra Pradesh, where it's not just the general election but also the assembly battle to watch out for. And in the heart of this is also Janasena Chief Pawan Kalyan, who's of course part of the NDA. He started off a Varahi Vijay Bheri Yatra from Pitapuram. This is where he's contesting from in the assembly elections. Here's a ground report by Apurva Jayachandran.
The temple town of Pitapuram is the epicenter of elections in Andhra Pradesh. Janasena Chief Pawan Kalyan is contesting from Pitapuram. His yatra, Varahi Vijay Bheri, has added a new dimension to the electoral contest.
All eyes on the quaint temple town of Pitapuram as the Janasena Party Chief Pawan Kalyan will be flagging off his election campaign from here. In fact, we are at the Ammavari Shakti Peetam, where Janasena Party Chief will first have his darshan here, following which he will go to the Dattatreya Ashram and offer his prayers. A massive rally is scheduled here at Pitapuram.
Pawan Kalyan's yatra attracts massive crowds as he is also known as Power Star in Andhra Pradesh for his power-packed performance in Telugu films.
This is the famous Varahi Yatra that is underway out here, and there you can see Janasena Party President Pawan Kalyan, who is addressing the media. This is day one of the Pitapuram election campaign that the Janasena Party President is undertaking. In fact, we are also getting to see how there are crowds of people who have gathered here just to watch Pawan Kalyan there.
It's my commitment to state and my commitment to the development of Pitapuram. And my commitment to Pitapuram is to make it as a role model constituency. Congress doesn't have any vote percentage here. The kind of damage Congress has done for the state in bifurcation. And Mr. Jagan has to, only one statement I say, just bye-bye Jagan. That's all I can say.
Janasena's Kakinada candidate for Lok Sabha election says that Pawan Kalyan's presence has electrified Pitapuram's atmosphere.
The feel is electrifying here, and the people are waiting since long. With lakhs of people are waiting since long to kickstart the campaign, and he's starting from Pitapuram, which is his own constituency, where he's going to win with a lakh majority and above. And it falls under the Kakinada Parliament, where I am the contestant of the Kakinada Parliament for the TDP, BJP and Janasena. So we both gonna win with the electrifying margins and more than a lakhs of margins.
Janasena led in alliance with the Telugu Desam Party and the Bharatiya Janata Party is all set to go to polls with Andhra Pradesh contesting against the YSRCP and the Congress on May 13th, with the results out on June 4th. At Pitapuram, at the Janasena Varahi Yatra, Apurva Jayachandran with video journalist Damodar for India Today.